Hello, my name is Jamie Akbari Carpenter, and today I'll be talking about my product, which is the Cold Elbow, which is a device focused on protecting automotive mechanics and hobbyist arms from harm and injury within the automotive setting. Let's go ahead and dive right in. So, I got inspiration for this project from my dad, who I've seen kind of him gain injuries from working on cars, and I have even worked on cars, and I actually changed my oil today. And I have seen how dangerous it gets, especially when you have your arm really, really close to where a hot engine component is. And we want to encourage people to wear PPE and protect their bodies, of course. However, a lot of times we just don't. And when we're using die grinders or we're interacting with hot chemicals such as oil or transmission fluid, we don't always take proper precautions, especially in Arizona, because let's face it, it's hot. And a lot of times we don't want to wear like big bulky sleeves like this. We want to wear something that's comfy, but unfortunately there's nothing really on the market and there's a big gap in safety there with that. So the solution I came up with is to make kind of something that acts as a bit of an insulator to help keep people cool while also keeping them protected. This is kind of like a finalized picture of what I would want my device to look like, and I'll dive right into the specs here. So your first layer, which is going to be the closest or most proximal to your arm, is going to be like a nylon or polyester, and that's going to be working to keep you cool. And that's going to especially help us with the middle layer being kind of like a cotton or protective layer. And we don't really want to keep heat in. We kind of want to be able to help keep people cool. And then finally, we want to keep people protected, which is going to be accomplished by both the cotton or the Kevlar, which were recommended by automotive mechanics I've talked to in my marketplace discussions. However, when looking at other companies, we could see they accomplished quite a bit themselves. However, they aren't really affordable to the average consumer, nor do they kind of accomplish those goals that we would want our product to do. So, diving right into our revenue model, we would have a goal price of $15 per set, meaning you get like a glove for each arm. And that'd be like the base model. For additional features, it's going to be kind of like a Converse or Vans site where you get to add features for an additional cost. Also, we would have our customers order their product online in the beginning stages. However, if widespread adoption occurs, we would definitely love to expand to storefront. And we would want to have our purchases be made as needed. Again, like somebody who's working more on the weekends won't need as many of these products as somebody who's a certified automotive mechanic per se. My go-to market would start here within the automotive community and even the bike community in Arizona. And there's thousands of them, so I would love to gain their feedback and kind of have them try the product and hopefully get some good things out of it. But if it's really appreciated and everything, I'd love to expand into the general United States and even to the global market with my product, especially since it helps prevent these injuries before they happen and saves on those medical bills. My team is composed of myself, Jamie, my friend Aiden, who's really good at like the CAD and everything and would help make this possible. And then of course my primary stakeholder, my dad, who has like a lot of connections with automotive mechanics. My ask and timeline is right now I am really looking for insights from my marketplace conversations, of course, but also like in a few months I would look to maybe prototype the device physically and both using CAD to see is it going to be able to handle like the shear stresses or the heat that we would put on it. In addition, mid 2027 and end, we would be opening the website and taking feedback. Monetarily, I'd want to start maybe with a small seed of 50,000 just to kind of play with the materials. However, the 5% legal would be filing for the patent, of course. But of course, the monetary is gaining those insights. And with that said, let's work together to give workplace injury the cold elbow. Thank you guys for watching and have a great day.